What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's upload is pretty exciting because we're taking care of two issues. The latter one, it's probably the thing I dislike about this car the most. Hate might be a strong word, but dislike, definitely dislike. But we're fixing it, so it's going to be absolutely great. The first thing that we're going to take care of is this right here. Yeah, we're definitely living a gap life, that's for sure. So what we're gonna start off by doing here is going to John System Mercedes. We're gonna have my buddy Brad install some lowering links on the S65 so she sits like she's supposed to sit. It's a matter of opinion, of course, but you know me, I gotta lower my cars. Sitting nice, R7 sitting nice, S65 just a little too high. So problem fixing number one starts right now. All right, so Brad's hopping in here. He's gonna pull it in, just get it done real quick. It's gonna sit a lot lower when he comes back. All right, so she's lowered. I was filming when he pulled up at the dealership after it was finished, but I guess the camera wasn't on. But we have lowered it about half an inch. Might settle a teeny weeny little bit more, but the car looks so much better now. Yeah, compared to earlier. So it's definitely lower, but it's not like slammed or anything crazy. And these links that I'm using, they're adjustable as well. So if I decide to go a little lower later on, we can. But yeah, I think she's looking good. I think she's looking good. I like it. All right, so I've been driving it now for just a few miles. We're on the highway. It feels exactly the same. So what I used are these ghost links. Now this was a last minute thing that Brad did for me, my buddy. He works at that Mercedes dealership, and I hit him up today, and he installed them today because I wanted this to be in the same video that we're filming today. So I don't really have access to walk in there and film the install process or whatever, and it's not really all that exciting anyhow because it's just lowering links, and it's so quick. I was literally there for maybe half an hour. So while the car was in the shop, I was walking around the showroom, and they actually have a last edition C63. It's a 2023 one of 100 in the US. So basically it's the last real C63 before they go super corny and a 4-cylinder. I mean, it's a cool package because it's the last edition C63 with a V8, but the price tag on that thing is $133,000. Just the last edition package is 36 grand. So 133K for a C. I mean, I like the color that's on it, the graphite, I can't even pronounce it, it's a Magno, whatever it's called. I don't like the wheels that's on it though. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to have it just because it's the last edition, but I don't know, is it gonna keep its value? I have no idea. Then they also had a new SL63. The color's called like Alpine something. It looks more like Nardo Gray. I think it's the first time I'm actually seeing the new SL in person. That car is 200 grand. But enough talking about those cars. We're talking about this car in today's video. Gonna drive home because today's upload is like a two-part. We're doing two modifications, fixing some things on the car. The first was fixing the ride height, and the second part is the thing that bothers me the most about just the look of this car, the fit and finish, the beautiful exterior versus the beautiful interior that is ruined by this steering wheel right here. So this is a C217 S-Class coupe, or a W222 if it's a sedan. The beautiful interior, you got dual 12.3-inch screens. This car is from 2016, but it still looks extremely modern. The interior is why I picked this specific S65. This steering wheel is so worn out. This was Alcantara once, back in the day. It's like slippery freaking cloth or something now. The Mercedes Star looks like it's I don't know, like it's not shiny and bright. It's like got this weird copper hue to it. I don't know if that's from like just being dirty or if it was spec'd that way. I have no idea. The steering wheel just looks old. It doesn't match the interior. It doesn't have like a red stripe here either. So the only thing that really is needed for this interior to be complete is, of course, an upgraded steering wheel. So we're obviously fixing that in today's video. So thanks to my good buddy Chris in Sweden, who owns CKM Car Design, the Mercedes modification and retrofitting expert, we have a brand new steering wheel. That's right, man. Look at this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is a super sport steering wheel, which means you have the extra little bump down here. It's a flat bottom, of course. I spec'd this one myself. So I wanted the gloss carbon because that matches the carbon in the interior. And then we did the red seam on top here, obviously matching the interior. The seam here as well, matching the interior. And then we don't have Alcantara, we got perforated leather. And I went with the silver trim around here. You can go with black. These steering wheels are completely customizable. The airbag, the same, it's black with red stitching. I could have gone with a fully red airbag if I wanted, but this matches the car's interior perfectly. And this is also the style of steering wheel that the S-Class got for its facelift before the new generation came along. I could have gotten the upgraded 2021, I think it is, steering wheel, which has a completely different design. I don't personally like that one very much, so I went with this one here, which I mean, it's just perfect. I absolutely love it. I know that we've done like steering wheel videos before, so we're not going to do this long outdrawn install process because it is actually extremely easy. Just need to get the old airbag off, get the old steering wheel off, of course. Everything is plug and play. I have a heated steering wheel that carries over to the new steering wheel. It wasn't really like that back in the day when you did these type of swaps. So this is just a plug and play. The problem is I'm in my driveway and it's going to be like 95 degrees today. So we're going to have to pull it in the garage where I don't have quite as much room, but at least I won't be sweating to death. Alright, so what we got to start with is getting through this little hole right there. If my camera can zoom. So we're just going to poke at it with a pick tool first. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. And that's how we get the airbag out, because it's held in there by these little springs. So that's the first step. So I punctured an initial hole here, and then I'm using this T20 or T25 just to get in here. Alright, so that's one side. And that's the second side. God, this is so easy. So now we just got to get these tabs on the top and on the bottom of this connector so we can just unplug it. And there we go, old airbag is out. Now we just got to get the old steering wheel off. Like I said, if I can do something like this, anyone can. If you guys remember last time we did it on the R7, it was a lot more entailed to do so. We had to basically switch this whole thing out. We had to remove the stock paddles. It was a pretty big job, to be honest with you. With this new steering wheel here, we got new carbon paddles. You guys will see them here in a second. I forgot to mention them earlier. And all you have to do is get the airbag out, remove this, put the new steering wheel on, plug it in. Boom. So what you need here is a size 10 hex bit, like that. The worst part about this whole thing is that this bolt is always on there, like, yeah, white on rice. So yeah, this thing is really on there. I'm getting flashbacks to the E60 M5 when we did that one. Yeah, it's on there, all right. Say hello to my little friend! Yeah, what's up now, bitch? I stripped the bolt. I had the same issue getting that damn bolt off. It was a different type of bolt. And I'm also dumb for pulling the car into the garage here. I'm thinking, you know, I'm not in the sun, it's coming. But then the heat from the car is just trapped in here. So it's like super humid. I'm like wiping my sweat and took a few minutes off here and sitting in the air conditioning trying to cool off. Damn, thing is on there. Jeez. gosh darn it. See, if I had someone just holding the steering wheel, I could just pull with both hands. I don't really, that's why you probably shouldn't be doing this by yourself. Alright, well, I found a little longer ratchet, so now maybe we'll have some more torque. Yeah. Thank God. I think I hit my head in the ceiling. Damn, dude. Ooh-wee. Man, I've been back in the gym. He's gone. That's what's helping me out. She.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, so here we have the new one again. Like I said, this is super simple. It's plug and play. We have this one connector right there, the one that we just removed from the stock steering wheel. And the only thing you really got to think about when you're putting the new one on is to line it up so it's straight. And you have these, it's hard to get this on video, but you have these little markings that you can just line up to. Alright, so I've just aligned the steering wheel. It is on. We just got to plug this in and then get the airbag on and then test everything out. But look at this already, how much better this looks. I mean, look at this steering wheel compared to the interior. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is basically the type of steering wheel, I mean spec differently, that you get if you were to buy one of these with the facelifted version. I think that was from like 2018 or something like that. It just feels so nice. It's super sports, so it's got the two little bumps here, flat bottom, the gloss carbon. It'll look so much better once we get out here in the sun. But let me just get this installed and then we'll back the car out. Alright, so now we just got to tighten it. Hopefully I can get it as tight as it was before I took it off. Yeah, that should be tight enough. Okay, plug the airbag in. By the way, Chris from CKM car design is going to yell at me because you're supposed to obviously do safety first and unplug the battery. But you know what? In this car, it is so complicated. Like even Brad, who lowered the car, he's a master tech at Mercedes. He's like, yeah, it is really hard because it's in the back. You got to like pretty much take the whole trunk out. Even if you have the correct proper tools, it is super complicated to get to the battery. So, you know, I let the whole car shut down completely. And we should be good. So now just gotta pop this back in. Voila! Alright, so time to start her up here. Now, the car will most likely throw a code, so we'll see an airbag light because we were messing around with the airbag without unplugging the battery and so on. But that is to be expected. We'll just have Brad bring his proper Mercedes scanner tool and he'll just kill that code for us here. So don't be alarmed if you're seeing an airbag light. Yeah, see, front left malfunction. We'll get that fixed. No problem. Look at this. Oh my God, the steering wheel is so nice. Oof, baby, baby. Oh my God, this looks so good. Look, I mean, this is perfect for this car. It looks like the car should come with the steering wheel. Now it matches the rest of the interior. And you know one thing that I like about this specific steering wheel, just like with the RS7 and all the other steering wheels that we've done, they're a lot girthier than the stock steering wheel. Sometimes, you know, it actually feels better because it's got more tracks behind here, so you actually get a better grip. But this is actually slightly skinnier, I would have to say, and the grip is just better. But don't take what I just said and make something weird about it, holding on to skinnier things and girth and stuff like that. I know you guys are sick out there, but just stick to yourselves. So what we got to do now, we got to make sure that, you know, all the buttons work properly. Yep, you got the back button, scroll up. Yeah, it works perfectly.
Come back to me, baby, yeah.
works just fine. The mute button, obviously we can't listen to Sirius XM. We got the voice recognition. Now the only thing that won't work on these buttons right here is the cruise control, because Mercedes uses a stock for that. So you still got to use the stock, so these buttons are kind of obsolete. Okay, so that actually doubles as another voice control button. That's interesting. You have more scrolling buttons here. So on the old steering wheel, you can only scroll through the cluster on this side right here, if I'm not completely mistaken, but now you can on this side as well. So if you're right-handed and you want to do it with your right hand, you can do that. God, this is perfect. I freaking love it. It looks so good. Cinematic shots. One thing that's a huge difference and upgrade is the paddles. They're not gigantically big. They match the rest of the steering wheel. It's gloss carbon, but they're just bigger. You got better grip. The other ones, stock ones, were just kind of small. And these just look so much better, man. I'm stoked. This is awesome. No, the steering wheel is not crooked. It's just the wheels. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. What your boy can do. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, so taking it for a quick drive, and I got it in manual to make sure that the paddles work just fine, which they do. Doesn't this look great? Look at that. What an upgrade, man. Yep, I'm a happy camper. Look at that. The first and probably the only interior modification we'll ever do to this car, because it doesn't really need it. It's just perfect. So I'm going to stand in the garage here as we end the video, because I want to edit this and have it up for you today, the same day that I filmed it. Special thanks again to my buddy Chris, who owns CKM Car Design. I've been doing stuff with him for a long time now. For the first W204 C63, we did the steering wheel, the carbon with the LED lights and stuff. We did the infotainment screen upgrade as well. I've done steering wheels and stuff for other cars and all that. He's just a great guy to work with. Tavares has also worked with him. If you guys remember, Tavares did an S65 series where, you know, type of thing that he does, buys them cheap, you know, a car that's not in the best condition, and he actually did a full facelift on it and a bunch of stuff. So Chris will be able to help you out with a lot of different models of cars. Now, he's specialized in Mercedes, so anything you need retrofitted for a Mercedes. For instance, the generation of S-Class that was before this generation right here, he did an older S65 and completely upgraded the whole interior. Like everything, the seats, the whole 9 yards. So it looked like a new car, even though it was like a 2010. I mean, so many possibilities. And on his website, CKM Car Design, you can find pretty much anything that you want. So I highly recommend him. So if you're in the market, check out his website, CKM Car Design. I'm sure you can find something for your car. All right, so lowered and new steering wheel. It's been a good day, man. I gotta say, it's been a good day. The car is coming along. F5 just contacted me today. So the exhaust is finishing production as we speak. And hopefully I can have it here maybe within, I don't know, 2 weeks or something like that. And hopefully we can get it installed ASAP, because I think that'll be pretty much the first S65 that I know of, at least. So maybe saying the first one in the world is a big statement, but the first one that I know of that's going to be straight piped. That's going to be pretty freaking cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a huge thumbs up. If you're stopping by for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.